Now, one of the very important things about OT2 is that it sets a person up for OT3. And you say, of course it would, that's why it's OT2 and before OT3. Well, if a person didn't do OT2, they couldn't do OT3. Now, you may think like, well, he's stating the obvious and so on. Well, I want to reiterate that, because if a person didn't do OT3, didn't do OT2, they would open up the materials of OT3, and one, they would think it's probably not true. Two, if they tried to audit it, they wouldn't be able to, because once the person completes OT2, they can then confront as a being what you're actually addressing on OT3. And that's really, really, really interesting. Because you get, it's for me anyway, you get through OT2 and the actual raise in awareness level is quite remarkable. As a CS, it's very perceivable to see it on the worksheets of the person completing OT2. Whatever occurs, the person, you can see, is now ready for OT3. Their awareness goes up. Right? Because here, their awareness, see there's the awareness characteristics that go down the center of the badge chart. When a person completes OT2, what you're now addressing on OT3 is the awareness level of source. Right? What does source mean?
Where something originates.
Right. Okay. So the person goes on to OT3 and you become the awareness, or you achieve the awareness level of source. Now let's expand on that. Right? The person has completed OT2 and they're now able to get on to OT3. OT3, the wall of fire, as it's known as. Here we go, the wall of fire. Okay. Now, source. Okay. When a person is not OT3, they might find themselves they're clear but not OT3, they might find themselves being the effect of various case phenomena, or they might find themselves doing certain things that they think that they shouldn't be doing, or reacting in certain ways that they feel like they shouldn't be reacting in. Okay. Now OT3 really, really sorts this out. And I'm going to read a little bit of what LRS said in 1967, just after he'd gotten through the wall of fire. And this was in Ron's journal from 1967. He says, the mystery of this universe, and this particular area of the universe, has been, as far as its track is concerned, completely occluded. No one has ever been able to make any breakthrough and come off with it and know what happened. As a matter of fact, it is so occluded that if anyone tried to penetrate it, as I'm sure many have, they died. The material involved in this sector is so vicious that it is carefully arranged to kill anyone if he discovers the exact truth of it. My task was to find some way to safely bring through individuals. It was not enough for I myself to have lived through it. Other people would have to do so as well. I finally was able to make a breakthrough which brought people through this zone safely. It is relatively easy to do now, providing one is an extremely well-trained auditor, and the band of fire can be walked through, bringing one out the other side unscathed, providing he applies the exact technology. No one is in danger of colliding with us at lower levels, since it concerns the formation of the society itself in which we live. A person is clear on the first dynamic. It is necessary to become OT to be cleared on all dynamics, including that of society and that of the physical universe. So I've also made this breakthrough. I don't mind telling you that it took some doing. In all the 18 years, this has been the toughest one that I've faced. And I faced it so that it would not be tough for you to face when you came to it. Alright? Has anyone here heard Ron Journal 67? Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. So you get the idea from that it's pretty heavy duty stuff. Right? Well, it's not all very incredibly serious here, but what it is, it's something that must be confronted and gone through. Because when you open that second pack of OT3, have a guess what the first issue you read on OT3 is?
Human Scientology working.
You got it. First issue you read. Now in pack 2 of OT3, the person will open the materials, and the front of the materials looks like this. Right? Okay, so it's a lovely pack. When you open the materials, you see this handwriting, and it's LOH's handwriting, so you know you're getting it from source. So you start reading it, and the person will read down the page, and so on. And what happens is that you get to a point where, I'll tell you what happened to me. I read the page, and I'm at the second page, and then I stopped, and I thought, hang on a minute, what did I just read? And I went back and I reread it, and then I reread it again, and it was like, oh my God! It's an incredible revelation.